Now, about 2 months ago, I bought this phone, which is kind of weird for me because this is an Apple channel. I've never bought a phone that wasn't an iPhone, but I really thought I would want to give another phone a try just because I just want the experience. I just want to see what another phone feels like with the software, with the camera, everything, just basically what it feels like and what it is like to use a different phone versus an iPhone. So yeah, I just wanted to give it a try, and I'm glad I gave it a try. And this is basically what I think about the Google Pixel 7 Pro. I mean, obviously the Google Pixel phones are pretty much known for having a great camera on their devices. And this one right here, the same exact thing. The camera on this phone is absolutely amazing. When I take pictures and videos on this phone, they're really, really crisp, and they're basically like just as good as the iPhone camera. I mean, obviously the color profile is gonna be a little bit different, but literally the crispiness and just how good the picture looks, it just looks really, really good on the Google Pixel 7 Pro. The next thing I want to talk about is the speed of this phone. So like basically how fast it is when I swipe and navigate through the phone and everything like that. So first thing, this thing is very, very powerful. It is Google's top of the line phone. So obviously it's going to be very, very powerful and, easy to use, very fast to use. And it really is. The only thing though is navigating through it is a little bit different. Obviously it's a different iOS. It's a different phone than like an iPhone, but it just is kind of weird scrolling around and stuff like that with the phone. It took me a while to get used to like the scrolling and going back and just navigating through the phone in general, which is kind of obvious because like I said, I've been getting iPhones ever since the iPhone 4 in 2010. So it took me a little bit to get used to, but I'm used to it now. And I do have to say this phone is also 120 Hertz, just like the iPhone 14 Pro, which I really, really do love. I hate like going to a phone that's not 120 Hertz because it just seems clunky. It just doesn't seem that fast. So I'm really glad that the Google Pixel 7 Pro has that 120 Hertz refresh rate. And the next thing I want to talk about is very, very minimal, and Apple could easily do this if they wanted to do it. But the wallpapers. The wallpapers on the Google Pixel 7 Pro are just infinitely better than the iPhone, wallpapers. iPhone used to have really, really good wallpapers, but now they just don't, they're just lacking in that department. They could easily get better pictures. I mean, it's not that hard for them to do. I don't know why they haven't done that. But yeah, for the Google Pixel 7 Pro, I really do like that there's so many different kind of wallpapers and they're just look amazing on the phone. I know that's just a small software thing and it's easily fixable through Apple, but I just really like that their wallpapers just look really, really good in my personal opinion. I do like how this phone looks. I think it looks really, really good. I wish I got the white one because I think it would look a little bit better. But anyways, I think it does look good. The only thing that I don't really like about it is it's only in one size. It's only in the 6.7-inch screen size, which for me is a little bit big. Right now, I'm also using the iPhone 14 Pro 6.1-inch display, and I think that is even a little bit bigger on that phone. I wish it was like 5.8 inches or something like that, because this phone is just pretty big to use in my hand. It's not really comfortable to use like one-handed. Also, I just want to bring up that this phone is a fingerprint magnet because it is a glass on the back and the front, obviously. It just picks up fingerprints so easily, and to fix that is today's video sponsor, Casetify. So you guys know I worked with Casetify a few times this year, and I just have to say their cases are absolutely amazing. So as you guys can see, I have the Casetify case on my phone right now. What's really cool about these cases is that you can actually customize what it says on the bottom of the case if you want to like change it, put someone's name or something like that as a present, as a personalized present, which I think is a really, really cool idea. And you don't really see any other really case brands doing it like this. Also, these cases are super, super durable. With every single one of these cases, I test the drop test capabilities and see how, if the phone, first of all, survives or if it cracks or anything like that, and also how the case reacts to it as well. So I actually drop tested my iPhone 14 Pro in their bounce case, which is a 22 feet drop protection case, and it totally survived, which was absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that I actually survived my phone because that is the highest I dropped my phone ever. But anyways, another reason why I like this case is because the buttons are very, very satisfying to press. As you guys can hear this, they're just so easy to press and so satisfying to press. For me personally, I need that in a case. I want it to be, satisfying. I want it to be easy to press whenever I need to press the buttons, because if you're spending money on a case, you want it to work exactly how you want it to work. So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in these cases, I'll leave them down in the description below where you guys can check them out. You can also use my discount code right here to get 15% off your order. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the software. So obviously this is running on Android software, which me personally, I'm not used to because I always buy iPhones every single year. This is my first, non-iPhone phone. So the software was a little bit to get used to, but honestly, 2 months later, I'm very, very used to it. almost natural to me. I mean, obviously the iPhone's gonna be more natural because I've been with that phone longer. And it was also kind of refreshing to use a different kind of software because like I said, I've been with iPhones for so long. So it was kind of nice to have like a different software where I can test things out, learn like a new software again. And it's just fun to use. And the final thing that I want to talk about in this video is the battery life of this phone. So obviously this is a pretty hefty, pretty big phone. That means it has a pretty big battery in it. And that means this is an all-day battery life phone. Basically every single day I end up with about 20 to 30% left on the battery, which for me is more than enough. I don't really use my phone too much. Well, certain days I do obviously, but for me it seems like the same exact kind of battery life as the iPhone. Maybe even a little bit better honestly than the iPhone. So I'm really glad that the battery life is very, very good on this phone. Even though I'm not a power user, I still appreciate a good battery life, and this phone has that. So yeah, guys, overall, do I like using the Google Pixel 7 Pro? And I have to say, yes. I mean, obviously, it took me a while to get used to. I've been an Apple fanboy for, 13 years, 14 years. I liked Apple before I got my first iPhone. So I'm just gonna say 15 years I've been using Apple products. And this is the first phone that I got that wasn't an iPhone. So yes, it took me a while to get used to it, but after I got used to it, I actually really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you're thinking about getting the Google Pixel 7 Pro or trying a phone that's not, not an iPhone, I'd really suggest the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Like I said, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to, but I think at the end of the day, once you get used to it, you're gonna really end up liking it, just like me. Thank you guys for watching, and also thank you Casetify for sponsoring this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.